Welcome to Affluence Influence, where we uncover the fascinating lives, massive fortunes, and behind-the-scenes stories of the world's most powerful and luxurious figures. If you enjoy exploring wealth, power, and elegance, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Now, let's dive into the stunning, secretive world of Melania Trump. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. That single statement by Donald Trump was just a glimpse into the mysterious, extravagant, and often misunderstood life of Melania Trump. From a quiet village in Slovenia to the golden halls of the White House, Melania's journey is filled with ambition, transformation, and more luxury than most of us could ever imagine. Her story is a blend of grace, strategy, and silent strength. And by the end of this, you might never look at her the same way again. Born Melania Knaus in 1970 in Sevnica, a modest town in Slovenia, her early life was shaped by a working-class upbringing and a deeply rooted sense of style. Her father, Victor, was a car dealer, and her mother, Amalia, worked in fashion design. From an early age, Melania was exposed to creativity, structure, and the finer things in life, even if they were still out of reach. But Melania didn't just dream of glamour, she chased it. By the time she was 16, she had already begun modeling with a local photographer who quickly recognized her potential. She wasn't the typical choice for international runways, and many insiders told her so. But Melania didn't listen. She pushed forward with unwavering confidence, and that determination eventually took her to Milan, where she signed with a major agency and began leaving her mark on the fashion world. Her first big break came with a campaign for fashion house Porter, and from there, her profile grew rapidly. Melania's ability to shift seamlessly between different looks and styles, elegant, edgy, commercial, couture, made her stand out in an industry driven by image. She was dubbed one of fashion's top chameleons, able to embody everything from a blushing bride to a sultry, high-end perfume muse. By the early 90s, she had relocated to Paris, where she modeled for the biggest names in the game: Versace, Dior, Chanel. But it was her presence, not just her looks, that caught the world's attention. Then came the turning point. In 1996, Melania made the leap to New York City, the heart of global fashion. There, she didn't just blend in, she dominated. She landed covers of Vogue, GQ, Harper's Bazaar, and New York Magazine. Her poised elegance and classic European beauty made her a favorite among elite photographers like Bruce Weber and Patrick Demarchelier. She starred in high-profile campaigns for Dior, Chanel, Jeep, Fendi, and more, balancing the demands of high fashion with the polish of commercial branding. Melania was one of the first models to successfully walk the tightrope between exclusivity and mass appeal. And while she looked effortless doing it, behind the scenes she was calculating every move, building a brand before social media made it popular to do so. But no amount of modeling gigs could have predicted what came next: Donald Trump. In 1998, at a luxurious party during New York Fashion Week, a gathering of celebrities, power players, and fashion's elite, Melania met Donald. Their chemistry was immediate and unmistakable. He asked for her number. She refused. That confidence impressed him. Soon, they were dating. By 2005, they were married in a wedding that was part love story, part media spectacle. Held at the opulent Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, their wedding was packed with celebrities, billionaires, political figures, and even Oprah. Melania wore a custom Christian Dior gown, estimated at $100,000, and the entire event was a showcase of wealth, glamour, and elite status. Suddenly, the supermodel became a political spouse. And then, even more unexpectedly, she became First Lady of the United States. She was the first foreign-born First Lady in nearly 2 centuries and instantly became one of the most scrutinized women in the world. Her appearance, her fashion, her words, everything was dissected. One of her most controversial moments came when she wore a jacket that read, "I really don't care, do you?" during a visit to a Texas detention center. It became a lightning rod for criticism and speculation. Was it a statement, a misstep, a message? The world debated while Melania remained characteristically silent. Still, she took on initiatives of her own. Her Be Best campaign focused on children's well-being and online bullying. And though reactions were mixed, Melania remained committed. She wasn't interested in matching Michelle Obama's public visibility or Hillary Clinton's policy influence. Melania carved out her own quiet path, standing beside her husband, yet separate in voice and purpose. That quiet strength became her signature. But while the cameras focused on her role as First Lady, Melania was building something of her own behind the scenes, a business empire. In 2010, she launched a jewelry line on QVC, showcasing pieces that mirrored her timeless, luxurious style. Necklaces, bold bracelets, sleek rings, each one carefully designed to reflect her aesthetic. Though it wasn't a massive commercial success, it was a statement. Melania Trump wasn't just a model or a spouse. She was a brand in her own right. And then there's her taste in automobiles. Her car collection is just as luxurious as you'd expect from someone with her style and status. Among her prized vehicles is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, valued between $450,000 and $550,000, a car that matches her quiet elegance with its smooth ride and exquisite detail. She also owns a Bentley Continental GT, the kind of car that combines British refinement with raw power. Then, there's the Porsche 911 Carrera, sleek and sporty, estimated between $100,000 and $150,000. A Cadillac Escalade rounds out the collection, ideal for both comfort and commanding presence, especially when traveling as First Lady. Each vehicle speaks to her personality, stylish, strong, and unmistakably high-end. In 2021, Melania entered an entirely new space, the world of NFTs and digital art. Her debut piece, titled Melania's Vision, sold for nearly $200,000 and signaled her entry into blockchain entrepreneurship. For someone known for classic elegance, her leap into the digital world surprised many, but it also revealed her ability to adapt, evolve, and stay ahead of the curve. This was no vanity project. Melania understood the value of digital assets in emerging markets. Real estate has also been a pillar of her growing fortune. She owns a penthouse in Trump Tower, one of New York's most iconic and exclusive addresses. The apartment offers panoramic views, luxurious interiors, and prestige that only a few can afford. But her real estate savvy extends beyond U.S. borders. In her native Slovenia, Melania owns multiple properties, investments that reflect both her emotional ties to her homeland and her sharp eye for market growth. From serene countryside estates to luxury apartments in Ljubljana, she has curated a portfolio that blends sentiment with financial acumen. While the world sees the public figure, few get a glimpse of Melania the mother. Her son, Baron Trump, is at the center of her world. Despite their family's constant presence in the headlines, Melania has worked tirelessly to shield Baron from the media circus. Rarely photographed and absent from social media, Baron lives a life that's remarkably private. Melania ensures he receives top-tier education and maintains strong family values. Fluent in Slovenian, Baron shares a cultural connection to his mother's roots. He's been described as thoughtful, reserved, and remarkably mature. He's also an avid soccer player and has trained with elite academies, adding yet another layer to the family's multifaceted narrative. Melania herself has remained stylish and poised through it all. She made headlines for wearing a $52,000 Dolce & Gabbana coat during her husband's inauguration, and often selects gowns that make bold yet tasteful statements. Each outfit is more than just a look, it's part of her brand. And like everything Melania does, it's intentional, elegant, and quietly powerful. Now, here are a few things you might not know about Melania Trump. First, she speaks 5 languages: Slovenian, English, French, Serbian, and German. This multilingual ability has served her well throughout her career and her time as First Lady. Second, at 5'11 inches, she's one of the tallest First Ladies in U.S. history, towering with both elegance and presence. Third, she's only the second First Lady in history who wasn't born in the United States, the first being Louisa Adams, wife of John Quincy Adams. That alone gives her a unique global perspective on American public life. And finally, she's long been active in humanitarian causes. Before entering the White House, Melania served as a Goodwill Ambassador for the American Red Cross from 2005 to 2009 and supported various children's charities. So what part of Melania Trump's story intrigued you most? Her fashion legacy, her unexpected digital ventures, her fiercely guarded privacy? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the lavish, mysterious, and powerful world of Melania Trump, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Affluence Influenced, and tap the bell so you're the first to know when our next story drops. Thanks for watching.